What you're on probation for. You know the range of punishment, up to life in prison. Don't be that person, you understand?
We're in Judge Boy's courtroom today with a teenage troublemaker who's been wreaking havoc in the neighborhood for years, but this time it's serious. He's facing an aggravated robbery charge alongside a co-defendant. This isn't some petty misstep, it's the kind of case that can cost you decades of your life. The atmosphere is tense. Everyone here knows Judge Boy doesn't hand out second chances lightly. He's not here to coddle street kids playing gangster. One wrong word, one wrong look, and this teen could be walking out in handcuffs instead of heading home. It really makes you think, can someone like this turn it around, or is the system ready to make an example out of him? Let's not waste time. Let's step in and see what happens.
And Mr. Bach, your client is dressed appropriately for court, but he's late for court.
Just my ride was late.
No, here's the thing. It's you who are late. You can't blame it on your ride because your ride is not seeking probation from the court. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court is calling 1 CR 99738 versus Demetra Lavallee. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Marcus Sanders.
the defense?
Charles Clark, Mr. Lavallee.
And are you Mr. Lavallee?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, don't be late for court again. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And don't be late when you're reporting to probation.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're here for sentencing. On May 31st, the defendant entered a plea of no contest, applied for deferred adjudication. The repeater count was waived. We were actually here for sentencing on September 29th, but the defendant had a medical emergency, so we're here today. Mr. Lavallee, are you feeling better today?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report? State,
Yes,
Your Honor.
defense?
yes.
All right, any objections to the PSI report? State,
None from the state.
defense?
No, Judge.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I wanted to point out that since the date of the plea, he has paid the restitution in full upfront.
Not in full.
Well, the $2,000.
It's 2,600.
But he paid he owes $600, so he paid $2,000 of the 2,600. Which, as the court can see from the plea bargain paperwork, was part of the conditional plea that we took. I believe he's an excellent candidate. He will do well on deferred, and I ask that you follow the plea bargain.
All right, so Mr. Lavallee, you had entered a plea bargain agreement with the state, but that plea bargain was changed. So that plea bargain was changed to the state is recommending deferred adjudication and no longer opposed to your application. Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to life in prison
Yes, ma'am.
and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
So do you wish to proceed with this new plea bargain agreement in which the state is recommending that you receive deferred adjudication?
Yes, ma'am.
And state, did you understand that to be the new plea bargain agreement that's been reached with the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. The only thing that I think maybe we need to update on the paperwork is since he paid 2,000 upfront, I don't want him, I guess, it to be ordered that he has.
Oh, I will make sure that that is taken care of. And defense,
Yes,
do you understand that that's the new agreement and you're in agreement with the state recommending deferred adjudication for your
I
client?
do, and I am.
And did you have ample opportunity to discuss the change in the plea bargain agreement with your client?
Yes, Judge.
And you believe he is aware of the consequences of or receiving deferred adjudication for this case?
Absolutely.
And do you agree, or are you in agreement that he is doing this freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
All right, if there is nothing else from either side with regards to the PSI report, anything else you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Lavallee, how old are you?
27.
All right, so what are you doing with your life?
I'm working right now.
Doing what?
Car washing.
Oh, is that fine?
I mean,
No, so what are you planning on doing?
I'm gonna get my CDL.
All right, so when are you doing that?
I'm gonna start CDL school as soon as I get my monitor.
All right, and with regards to the monitor, state?
Judge, we hadn't considered it. He hasn't picked up any new offenses, so we have no objection to removing.
Okay. All right. CDL requires a license. Sometimes when you have certain charges that may impact your ability to get certain occupations that require a license. So probably want to discuss with your attorney and look into that before you start spending money for that. You understand? Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
Age?
I got a 3-year-old daughter.
All right, that's the only one.
Yes, ma'am.
And where is she?
She at daycare right now.
Daycare is expensive.
Yes, ma'am.
So how often do you see her?
Maybe like twice a week.
Hmm.
Weekends.
So where does she live? Where is her primary residence?
She stay with my mom.
Okay. All righty, this is what the court is, and I'm sorry, one last thing, where are you living?
My mom.
Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to follow your agreement, sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution of $600 to Gilbert Diaz. There's to be no contact with Gilbert Diaz and Gilbert Estrada. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. 120 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. The court is aware of your medical issues. So if you're unable to do the COVID vaccination because of your medical issues, then the 120 hours will be waived completely once you complete parenting classes. And there's to be regular UA. Probation, is there anything else that he needs? Yes, we'll do field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. If there are no issues, then we can do away with the field visits. Is there anything else?
Would you consider setting his supervisory fees at the statutory minimum?
Yes. And then there'll be removal of GPS. All right, Mr. Lavallee, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No.
And the reason why I'm setting your fees at the statutory minimum is because of your medical condition. All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? And of course, there goes without saying, there's to be no firearm or ammunition possession. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to your attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You're in your 20s. You're an adult legally, but technically you're not, because you're living with your mom. You need to follow your mom's rules. You need to help your mom keep the house clean. If she wants you to pay bills, you need to help her pay bills. If she says the television lights out at 10, guess what? Lights are at 10, because that's her house, her rules. And do not be bringing anyone over to her home without her permission. You understand? And take care of your baby. All right, thank you. As soon as the state gives me the dismissal, I will sign it.
Thank you. May we be excused?
Yes.
The first words out of Judge Boy's mouth, he's late, and what's this kid's excuse? He blames his ride like showing up to court is the same as missing the school bus. To his credit, he's yes ma'aming the judge like it's the only phrase he knows, but let's be honest, wasn't calling anyone ma'am or sir while running wild in the neighborhood, and the judge, she clocked that attitude shift immediately. Judges have a sixth sense for courtroom manners that don't line up with street behavior. Then comes the shocker: 4 years deferred adjudication for aggravated robbery. That's not just a break, it's a jaw dropper. In Texas, aggravated robbery is a first-degree felony punishable by anywhere from 5 years to life behind bars, and instead he gets what amounts to probation with a warning label. It raises a serious question: is the system giving him a true shot at redemption, or just delaying the inevitable? Is this mercy from the bench or a setup for a harder fall next time? You tell me, mercy or madness?
Hello. So what is happening with this case?
I talked to Rashawn this morning. The probation submitted to the court a request to remove his GPS monitor. And I can relay to the court. I think it's my understanding, Judge, he's been on since August of last year. And He's up to date on probation, done everything.
All right,
in
well,
this
my
court.
understanding is that the state is in agreement to removal of GPS, correct, state?
That's what Vashon had.
Oh, here you
I don't know who she.
Oh, is this, thank you.
I always like to talk to
Yes,
people.
Judge,
If,
I'm sorry, I have it on there as initials.
I always like to have a conversation with people when GPS is removed. It's sort of when you have a child, right? And that child has always been under your care. And then they want to go away to college instead of going to, college that's in your city. For example, instead of going to UTSA, they say, hey, let me go to Austin. And it's sort of, you get this freedom and you don't know what to do with it. So you start doing crazy things. Do not do crazy things. Do you understand? So my understanding is that you've been doing well. You're still living with your mom? All right, that's good. And you're going to Center for Healthcare Services, taking care of everything? Any issues? Anything you need from the court? All right, stay on track. Do not let anyone else get you off track. You understand? Because when GPS is removed, there's going to be outside influences. Don't let that be you, because otherwise a motion to revoke could be filed, and what you're on probation for, you know the range of punishment, up to life in prison. Don't be that person. You understand? All right, so Ms. Abrams, on this, I'll allow removal of GPS.
Thank you, Judge.
All righty. All right, and thank you for dressing appropriately for court. I like that outfit. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Look at Cornelia saying thank you as though he had something to do with the outfit. Mr. Lavallee, did you confer with Mr. Cox on your outfit? Because he's taking credit for it. Maybe Mr. Cox, maybe he just saw you. And he's like, this is
To him for going through this. I'm a forgivable person. And I just wish it wouldn't have went that way. I was hoping for something, I was hoping for an easy trade-off, but I did stay traumatized mentally for weeks, maybe months. Cost me a lot of money. My car was damaged when I got it back, and I just felt like if you walk away from this with probation, I think it's just because you got caught. And I feel like if you didn't get caught, you would have kept doing it. And I just, I don't know what else to say. I had a gun pointed to my head, and I seen my dad had a gun pointed to his head, and I could have not made it home to my daughter. And that really stuck with me in my head. I hope you learn from this. Like I said, I hate to try to get you into any, prison or anything like that. But I just feel like it's the consequences that you have to learn how to face, and you got to go in life with, knowing that there's consequences to everything you do. And I forgive you, bro. Like I just won't forget what you made me go through, and that was a scary moment. But yeah, whatever happens, I don't hate you. I forgive you, and I'll leave it up to the judge to decide.
Honestly, it felt like Judge Boy went way too soft on this one, like she was hosting a fashion critique instead of running a courtroom. She seemed more focused on what these defendants were wearing than the fact that they'd been out here terrorizing the community. And let's not kid ourselves, this guy wasn't turning his life around, he was just buying time, playing the system, waiting to land right back where he started. That's the real issue when courts hand out deferred sentences like they're party favors. It weakens the whole idea of accountability. And hey, race a wild legal stat for you: Texas spends over $20,000 a year to keep one inmate in prison, but deferred adjudication still costs taxpayers thousands, especially when more often than not the defendant violates it and ends up right back in front of a judge. So what are we really doing here? Are we saving money and giving people real second chances, or just running the same broken loop and calling it justice? I saw this one coming. Next stop, prison. Thanks. For watching, like, comment and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.